Man, what's a good book that you can put the audience on? What's the last good book you read?
Man, I read a book called what's the last book? The last book I actually read was Horsing, and this was probably like a week ago.
Horsing?
Yeah, Horsing.
Okay.
Horsing is a book by Donald Goins. It's about a prostitute. You know what I'm talking about? No, it's about a prostitute who had a son by a trick. You know what I'm talking about? She thought it was her pimp's baby, but when he came out there, he was light skinned. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? She called him Horson, as in a whore's son. You know what I'm talking about? And it's a deep book. It's just like a biography about his life. You know what I'm talking about? Donald Goins. Well, not about Donald Goins, but about the character that he wrote about. That was the last book I read. And books before that, what book can I put you on?
Have you read Contagious?
I started Contagious. I probably got to the middle of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
I was like, man, but that's because I always felt like this, because you always got to find your own book. You know what I'm saying? I can put you on a book. I can put you on some books, you know what I'm saying? But your thirst for knowledge is going to give you them books. You know what I mean? Like, I had an out of your book called Interview with the Devil. That was very fucking interesting.
Interview with a Devil.
With the devil.
With the devil.
Yeah, man, that shit was interesting. That was one of the most interesting books I've read. You know what I mean? And or you know what I mean? It was an audio book. You know what I mean? And it was free on YouTube. So y'all check it out, man. Interview with the Devil, man. And it was very deep, very deep. I don't even, you know what I mean? It's just deep, man. About, you know what I mean? It was just about, it's like a dude, he was sitting down and he was talking with the devil, and it was from the devil was giving him his point of view. And it had a lot to do with habits and what you call psychiatric rhythm. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? The next step out the habit is psychiatric rhythm, and he was talking about how he trapped people into doing what the fuck he wanted them to do by his psychiatric rhythm. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the first step is apprentice, like, you know what I mean, dealing with like keyboards and shit. Say if you was a pianoist, you know what I'm talking about, you want to learn the piano, you feel me? The first thing you would do is go to apprentice. You will be learning from somebody. You know what I'm talking about? And then as you get good, you will become everything you'll be doing by habit. You know what I mean? Then as you get better, you'll be doing it by psychiatric rhythm, unconsciously, meaning that you will be typing these keys and looking left and looking right. So black people need to watch what they do. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you do something so many times, it will become a habit.
Interview with the Devil.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And once you pass a habit, it'll become psychiatric rhythm. And the last thing you want to do is be caught up in psychiatric rhythm on something that's negative. You know what I'm talking about? Anything you doing, even if it's, you know what I mean, like with me with smoking cigarettes, I was taking it as just reading the book. It was just making me look at my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, well, smoking these cigarettes, you know what I'm talking about? You have, you know, and they tell you about cigarettes, like you have the habit of, they tell you, that's when I first ever heard of psychiatric rhythm, when they was talking about people putting the cigarette to their mouth, or people have it's just the motion of, you know what I mean, type shit. So they give them the e-cigs and shit, you know what I mean? But that's real, and that's deeper than just smoking cigarettes. It got to do with bad habits too. You know what I mean, or doing something that's not beneficial to you as a person. Rather, it got to do with bad eating habits or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Psychiatric rhythm. That's crazy, and that could work. That could work both ways though, right?
You know what I mean? Both ways.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. You can do it in a positive form. So you can, you know what I mean. You want to create a psychiatric rhythm for positive thinking or positive actions. You know what I mean? Like shit, if you want to make sure you get your protein every day. You know what I mean? If you want to get you a green drink every morning, you know what I mean? Or green mission, drink you a smoothie or something. Or you want to make sure you're getting your greens in you or some shit like that. Or drinking water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can start drinking water. If you bad at drinking water, you can start drinking water continuously, making sure you drink these certain amount of bottles every day. You know what I mean? After 70 days, that's going to become a habit. You know what I mean? After it become a habit, it'll be psychiatric rhythm for you to continuously drink water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? it can work. It can work in both ways, positive and a negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Square business.
Yeah.
But the book just made me watch just made me think. I just like books that spark thought.
Yeah.
And what it did was it made me think about the things that I was doing every day, like being conscious of my steps. Everybody needs to be conscious of their steps. You know what I mean? Get you some books. Yeah, man, check that out, man. Interview with the Devil, man. Badass book. It's on YouTube. That's where I found it at. I tried to look it up on Audible, but I could not find it on Audible.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know what.
Yeah, that's dope. That's a dope book though. Yeah, that's a dope suggestion, man.
Yeah.